We made it, folks. Bears training camp is here. And on today's show, we're going to kind of break down training camp, get a little preview for you guys. 5 storylines I'm keeping an eye on. First practice officially on July 20th, first full practice. But you got rookies reporting here on Tuesday, veterans this Friday, and then the first full practice on Saturday. So we're here, guys. We made it. The offseason is over with. For the most part. Now, players could still sign. There's going to be roster changes, all that stuff. But I'm excited. And on today's show, like I said, 5 camp storylines to watch for that I think you guys should keep tabs on as well. And how cool is it, too, that we'll get an inside look with Hard Knocks. That should be something exciting to watch for. All right, number 1, all eyes on the quarterback, Caleb Williams. Obviously, he's going to take center stage. He's going to be in the spotlight, just from us, covering the team, and obviously Hard Knocks as well. The entire NFL is watching this kid, and he's used to it. In college football, he was one of the biggest stars we've ever seen in the sport. Biggest NIL athlete in collegiate sports history. He's had cameras following him for years, so he's used to this. He's made a lot of money, but we all want to see, can he hit the ground running? Can he be as advertised from day one? Can he mesh with Shane Waldron in this offense and really get things going here? Because we all think this kid can be great. I think he's got the traits to be special. But how soon can that happen? Can he be one of these really good rookie quarterbacks like a C.J. Stroud, like an Andrew Luck, like an RG3, these guys who've had special rookie years? Or is it going to take some time? That's what we're all eager to see, and it starts in training camp. So I, for one, can't wait. He's in the spotlight, and the Bears are in the spotlight too. It's an exciting time right now. I want to know from you, will Caleb Williams live up to the hype? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Pen comment on today's show. Let us know what you guys think. Number 2, who's going to win the center job? This continues to be a discussion. This continues to be a talking point. It's going to be a talking point throughout training camp. Ryan Bates, Coleman Shelton battling things out. Matt Eberflus, Chris Morgan both alluded to this being a competition. I think the Bears would like Bates to win this job. I think he'll get the first crack to win this job, but I think both guys are going to get an opportunity. And look, I've said it. I'll continue to say it. I don't need an all-pro at center. I don't need a Pro Bowler at center. I need someone who's adequate. I need the 20th best center. Can you get top 20 center play? Top 22 even? Just not bottom 5 like you've had? I mean, the center play, guys. I've been covering this team from a full-time basis since 2020. It's been ugly, man. The Sam Mustipher experience was bad. You try to move Cody Whitehair back to center. He can't snap the ball. Lucas Patrick couldn't stay healthy the first year. By the second year, he was cooked. He also couldn't snap. I think Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton is an upgrade, but I'm also realistic. I don't think they're going to be awesome. But can it be adequate? Can it be up to NFL standards? That is what I need. So hopefully whoever wins this job can provide just that. All right, if you want a free jersey, this is how you can get one. Got to get our Bears Facebook page to 4,000 followers. We're at 3,010. We crossed 3,000. Once we get to 4,000, we will do a Bears jersey giveaway. To enter the giveaway, go follow us, facebook.com/chatsportsbears. Give us a follow over on Facebook. All right, number 3, roster bubble players. Every year, that's obviously a big thing to watch in training camp. Which guys on the bubble are going to shine, which guys are going to struggle and maybe not make this football team. I think these are 5 players to keep an eye on the bubble this year. Velus Jones Jr., I think he's going to be featured a lot, publicly in training camp. Can he improve as a receiver? Can he, is his ability as a kick returner enough to make this roster? DeAndre Carter, they signed him as either insurance for Velus or additional returner option, receiver option as well. It could come down to one of those guys making this team, one of those guys getting cut. Dominique Robinson, year 3 for the pass rusher. Can he put some things together and secure a roster spot? Been a quiet first 2 years for him. Elijah Hicks, good special teams player, but got exposed when he had to play safety last year. They brought in a couple of safeties, Jonathan Owens to be that number 3 guy. So I think he's battling for that 4th spot with a guy like Tarvarius Moore. We'll see if he can secure one. And then Larry Borom, we've talked about him. The Bears can save over $3 million by cutting or trading him. Is him reaching that price escalator going to get him cut or traded, I think it's possible. He certainly needs to have a strong camp to secure a roster spot, considering he's not going to be a starter. I expect competition to be intense. The first 2 years, especially the first year in 2022, you just didn't have players, man. The roster bubble wasn't even interesting because it was guys that aren't even in the league anymore. Now it's like real players are going to get cut or traded because Ryan Poles has done such a nice job of adding top-end talent, but also quality depth across the board. So it should be fascinating, should be interesting to watch. Number 4, as we go through our Bears training camp preview, will a second pass rusher emerge? We've talked about this a lot as well. You've got Montez Sweat, a very good player, not an elite first-team All-Pro guy, but very, very good. I'd say a great player. Excellent run defender, good pass rusher as well, like we saw last year. But who's going to join him? Is Gervon Dexter ready to make a step forward? Is another edge going to step up? Is DeMarcus Walker going to be a higher level player than he's been in his career? Could Austin Booker surprise us? Who's going to emerge? Dexter seems like the guy people are talking about most, but that's a projection at the end of the day. We got to see that happen. So, that's why I'm eager to watch him specifically in training camp. He certainly has high hopes for himself. These are the goals he set for this year: 8+ sacks, 15+ tackles for loss, Pro Bowl and All-Pro. So he certainly believes he can do great things. But at the end of the day, I'm still looking to add to this front four if I'm Ryan Poles. I mean, we've talked about these suspects quite a bit. Emmanuel Ogbah, my top guy. I'd be cool bringing back Yannick Ngakoue. Carl Lawson's a name that's still out there. Marcus Golden. You could bring back Rasheem Green as well. If nothing else, one of these guys would at least raise the floor of this room. Are any of these guys going to be Pro Bowlers? Probably not. But could a Ogbah or Ngakoue in particular come in, be a quality piece, and at least raise the floor of the room? I think so. So I expect the signing to take place at some point. This has been a Ryan Poles specialty that he signs guys during training camp to help this roster. He's done it 2 years in a row. We'll see who he does it for this year as training camp is getting rolling here. What do you guys think? Will the Bears sign a pass rusher? Type S for sign or P for pass. Get your votes in down in the comment section below. And then number 5, the other rookies, starting with Rome Odunze. How do they look? How do they perform? What are their roles and impacts going to be? We've obviously talked about Caleb Williams, but Rome Odunze, high expectations there as well. Karan Amagaji, who by all accounts was supposed to be healthy by training camp. We'll see if that officially is the case today. If we get a report on that, Torrey Taylor, the punter out of Iowa, Austin Booker as well, and some questions around each of these guys after Caleb, who we already broke down. Is Rome going to be a big part of this offense early, or is he just kind of going to ease in? Curious to see what happens there. Is Karan Amagaji healthy? Had that torn quad from Yale that he was still recovering from. Matt Eberflus during the offseason program said he thinks he'll be healthy for training camp. We'll see if he passes his physical. Is Torrey Taylor a top 5 punter? Took him in the 4th round. I don't see why that's an unrealistic expectation. They clearly think he's going to be really good. And then can Austin Booker contribute? That kind of goes back to our last point of if they think Booker can help you from day one, maybe they hold off on signing a pass rusher, at least for a little bit, to see if he can help you on Sundays early on in the season. So some questions there, some things I'm eager to see as training camp and the preseason get rolling here. So there you have it, our Bears training camp preview, some storylines I'm going to be watching for as camp gets underway at Halas Hall. It's so exciting to have Bears football back, and I can't wait for you guys to be a part of this journey. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications as we'll have updates every single day.